Hey y'all, I forgot about this vision that I had until I thought about it today, so I want to share it with y'all. Just a couple things too. I keep it short, for real, for real. Last night in real life, me and my boy was going to get ice cream, and I seen what I knew was not a plane, but it's pretty large. I had my son record it, and he told me it was a drone. And it looked like it had lights. From what I saw, it looked like a circle of lights, but until I kind of got underneath it, it was different. I was like, son, what is that? What is that? Record it. And he did, but it made me think about the blackbirds I told you I was telling y'all about that I thought looked like jets, black jets, war jets or something. But I'll probably upload it. I haven't looked at the video to see if he recorded it well. It was last night about 9:15, and he said it was a drone because his friend has one. I said, drones can't be that big, and he's like, yeah, my friend has one. So anyway, as far as the vision, I had a vision on Friday at work, and I was thinking maybe it had something to do with this naval ship, just now, as of today, but I'm not sure. So I'm thinking it was like a dam. It was higher up, like almost to the top of the door frame, and it looked like water was coming over something, like a wall, like coming out. So I don't think it came to pass yet. But I kind of felt bad because I forgot about it. I made a mental note to write it down and didn't. So again, it looked like water spilling over, just spilling over. And we know with this cargo ship, that accident, I think it was water spilling in, but this one, I perceived it to be water spilling over. And as far as this Yellowstone thing, you guys, I think I warned about it a couple months ago, like twice. I think it's something that's real. That's just a real possibility. I'm not sure if I watched Barry Scarborough's video on it. Maybe I started, but shout out to him too for giving some solid doctrine here recently, addressing the superpowers and people coming back, and the parable of the wise and foolish virgins. He hit a home run. I didn't watch that video yet, but I know he mentioned it in his last video, and just his quick summary of it sounded as if he taught it correctly. And I'm really interested in going back to watching it, just by him referencing it in one of the videos I watched over the weekend. What else? I had this dream like Friday, maybe Thursday. I wrote it down, and in the dream, it didn't seem as if it was hot, just like mildly warm, but it was super hazy, and I could just see through the trees, like in the, it was kind of a few trees, like in my real neighborhood. I just walked outside, and it was hazy, like super hazy. You would expect an extreme amount of humidity to accompany that type of haze, and you would expect to feel the heat, but it was a little bit more mild. But I just remember looking through the trees back this way, behind those houses and seeing a whole bunch of haze. And then the next day, it actually was pretty warm in real life, and it was kind of hazy because we have these pop-up storms. So just, all of a sudden it could get hazy and humid. But that's not how I felt in the dream. In the dream, it was a comfortable temperature, and it was just a whole bunch of haze. I didn't feel scared or anything. I just remember in the dream, and also in real life, thinking, wow, that's a whole bunch of haze. I think that's it. I did write I wrote my left behind letter like 2 nights ago. I don't know, you guys. I had a dream about it, and I felt like the Lord was wanting me to write it because no matter, and it was for my husband, no matter how I feel, it's not God's will that any should perish. And I don't know, just it may be a little bit of a timeline also for me personally, being where it took place, which was in my bedroom. But I wrote the letter, and if you feel led to, also do that. And just one more thing, you guys. I was talking to someone about my visions, how they've slowed down, and how I feel like everything that I'm supposed to have warned about, when I was getting 3, 4, 5 open visions a day, they've slowed down. And I believe because everything that I was supposed to warn about either has come to pass, or that's only what the Lord would have had me do. It's not much time left, and I think we're nearing the end, and there's not much that I haven't warned about. Speaking of warnings, also, after I made my last video about the red cylinder shells, I watched a video about Minister Paul. There's an actual operation with the CIA versus, let's say the president, or the FBI versus the president. Some type of conspiracy to kind of set him up or make him scared. And it's called the Red Scare, you guys. I was thinking that the red bullet shells was a sign of war, and the shooting against the Republican, red for Republican, was a sign to Trump that it could happen to him as far as an assassination attempt. And also basically what the Red Scare is. And I had no idea it was a such thing. He happened upon it because he's been kind of getting the same excuse me, he's been kind of getting the same warning of, he's been getting the same warning, and all 3 of those elements tie into what they call the Red Scare. It's a real interesting video. I'll link it below. Only God can do that, because I never even knew of any such thing. And I think there was a Red Scare 1 and a Red Scare 2. I can't elaborate on it as well as he does, as far as tying everything that I've already spoken to you guys about in the last 2 videos. Also, I think that's it. I haven't watched any videos. I'm just getting off. I'm getting off pretty early today. I don't know, you guys. It's just, I'll come back and share as the Lord shows me. I was just talking to a client today. She wanted to talk eschatology, and I was just, I was like, I have visions and I have dreams, things that the Lord shows me, but I don't take those things. And that's kind of why I'm real selective on who I watch, Because if I'm given the ability to see in the spirit, to be able to warn, um, that doesn't make it my vision. It happens through my eyes, it happens in my sleep, but it's still not my vision. It's God's vision to, for me as a vessel, just to be able to pit out and warn. I don't I don't I'm not a fan of people who take anything that the Lord gives you uh, and makes it their own. Nothing that you even have is your own. It's all God's. And to steal will a man rob God, not just of money, but of his glory. Nothing that I present or I don't do it in my own capacity. I do it all because it was given to me to be able to share. It's not mine to keep and to get the glory out of it. It's not mine. The next breath that I take is not mine. It depends on whether the Lord allows me to take that next breath. So just, we are so close, and the thing that's most important is to get the word out. And the Lord shows us certain things to warn, but to also prove that He is God and that He is. I don't know, you guys. I can't take but so much. I can't. That's just me. When I went through my refiner's process, not that I'm still not being refined, but that was a major thing. The Lord showed me nothing is yours. Your life is but a vapor. If I allow you to wake up tomorrow morning, it's because I allow it. The money that you have is because I provided. I will cause men to give into your bosom. It's His. The car that I drive, it's not mine. It's by grace and favor, and Him giving me the ability to work and provide, allows me to have a car and a roof and food. So when you see people take God's glory and then something happens, they become tossed to and fro. They become unstable. They become double-minded. That's because they've taken something that God has given and made it their own, and now they don't know how to deal with the situation. My problems aren't even mine. They're not mine. I take them to the Lord. They ain't my problem. If a problem occurs, not my problem. It's the Lord Jesus Christ's problem. You take it to Him, and then you won't be wavered. You won't be tossed. Not to say that you don't do anything in a natural. You have to do some things in a natural through wisdom. And even the wisdom is the Lord's that He gives you to be able to deal with certain situations. But the battle is not ours, it's the Lord's. These visions and dreams and warnings are not ours, it's the Lord's. He promised that He will pour His Spirit upon all flesh, and we will prophesy because He poured out His Spirit, not ours. Okay? Got to get this thing right, you guys. Souls are at stake. Like I said, the Lord's not willing that any should perish, and some warnings need to get out so people that are asleep, who are in the body of Christ, can be woken up and not taken by surprise, which they shouldn't be, but some are still asleep, not taken by surprise by the things that are coming upon this earth. Okay, you guys? I know this got kind of long. I know I said it was going to be short, but I just, just bear witness with me, and just be mindful of the things that you hear, and take everything to the Lord. Anything I say to you, take it to the Lord. Okay, you guys? God bless y'all. I'll check comments here, and I'll try to make sure that I link Minister Paul's video think he put it out a couple days ago, right after I put my last video out. It's pretty interesting. I never heard of it. The Red Scare, okay? God bless y'all.